You tell me. Between looking at some papers. Uh, yes, yes. I know those numbers. I've seen them before. They showed up when 5 and 1 came to the door. Hello, 5 and 1. Do you know number 11? I sure do. How are you doing, Chrissy and Arnie? What do you mean, Chrissy and Arnie? It's Barney and Chrissy. Why? Why? Because 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 6 and 5. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 will be 2. 1 times 2 and will be 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3 equals to number 5. But it took 1 and 2. It already took 1 and 5. I didn't need 1 anymore. Now I just took 1 with 2. First I took it with 5, then I took it with 2, I took it with 2, I took it with 5. 5 and 2. The letter B in the family E. Or Eb. Hey, Uncle Eb. E and B. 0, 2 equals 62. Combination of Venus and Saturn, which is switched in low shoot to Pluto and Uranus. 9 times 7 is 63, your creation. 2 and 5 come together, say Earth. The same word as heart. The same word SIX equals to 6 equals to 52. And another 52 is 27 times 25 equals 3396. Divided by the 24 hours of the day, you have 1404. 6, 19 by 9 by 24 is 4104. There's 1440 minutes in a day. The word heart multiplied and the word earth multiplied equals, if I remember, 4410, but I have to remember what it is. But it's in the same numbers. At the same time over here, I take 3744, which is 9 times 3744, which equals to 33,690. Now, what I have to do with the 33,690 is I have to go 696, okay, 33,696, and look at the numbers on the right. 1296. Half of that is 648. Half of that is 324. 18 times 18. 18 times 18 equals 324 times 18 equals 5832. Okay, I'm not sure where it is, but that had to divide by 18. 1296 divided by 18 equals to 72. 1296. 72 times 5 is 360 degrees. 72 parts of 5 degrees to go around the clock. Remember, we go around a round, and everything outside the round catches everything entirely. Don't forget, this is 3 prongs. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 3 walls, right? When I put 3 walls, I automatically get a V inside my round, plus the arrow going straight through from the other side of the leg. 3 parts, right? 3 parts, and then this one, 120 degrees each. You always have an in a square. You don't have any ends. All you have is blocks and sides, because if your lines go over, it doesn't matter if your lines go over, you're tying them in the corner. Every time you make a tie, you make an X. X with the tie around the X. The part of the tie is around the X, it becomes the circle. Can you actually pass inside that tie? It becomes O and X. We want just an O, where there is no X, where the X goes through. So at the same time, all these numbers come around. And this number, 808 playing cards, Venus. 9 times 9 is 81. 18 is at 81. I need to find my calculator. It's right in front of me. Now, 9 times 9, which is Jupiter, which is also saying 5 and 5, because it's in the same spot. Doesn't matter where you turn the whole spindle, it's turning around the center. This center ain't pointing out anywhere. It's just going around. Figure it'd be good for reading time. You'd have one toilet paper going on this way, and as it's finished reading, it continues on while there's another toilet paper going on here. And it's always running like the barber pole. Yet, you're never running out of toilet paper. They just keep putting on a new one and a new one, and it just keeps turning round and round and round. But new ones keep putting on and putting on and putting on. You go, oh, I got a great idea. I got a great idea. I got a great idea. You do, hey? What's your great idea? I'll tell you if it's great. Oh, no, I know it's great. I'm saving it for me. It's a big secret. I can't tell anybody. I mean, somebody else might steal it. It's so great. Well, let me know what your great secret is, my friend. Oh, I can never tell you that secret. Because that secret is private. You might tear it apart and show me everything that's wrong when we haven't even tried it yet, and you can't prove your point right. So why do I have to listen to somebody else right now? I have to just close my ears, please. The minute you mention to somebody, okay, how destructive the mind is, but how creative it is to see different within. But sir, do you know what? Because you are my friend and I trust you, and I believe that someone else's judgment is just as good as mine to reinforce whichever way I decide to have my own perception. So I'm going to listen and I'm going to tell you my story. But please, tell me your story. Do not tell me what to do. You can suggest all you want. Don't force or push. Get it over quick because we're trying to be the way it should be. I don't know the word. I don't want to choose a word because maybe there's going to be somebody in the crowd that doesn't know those words. I want to say it as simple as I can, even if this guy in the crowd or girl in the crowd doesn't even understand it as simple as he can. Because the next one and the next one is as we pass it on between the 360 degrees, we fill in all the areas until you yourself are no longer connected to the reality of the truth. The truth is what is the feeder. The feeder of the information of the network is told the same to everybody. When the receivers are broke down, they can no longer receive. Therefore, they can no longer know, no matter how much you try them, they can never understand the reality from with where you come. They must come off the planet. They are no longer good here for themselves. They will hurt themselves and still understand it. But the rest of how come and why, they will never understand it. They should just say, I looked at this bottle, when I looked at the 12, it said 18 to me. Do you know why? Because here it is. This number over here is the same as saying 1089. 9 and 9, 1 and 1, 1 and 8 is 7 and 7. 8 and 1 is 9. J-R. Jarheads. You remember McDaniel? I can't say, can I just say, is it McDeffel? McDaniel. I mean, are there any McDaniels? Hold on a second. Mick, A-C-D-C, Danielle. Daniela, L, the I of da. Dad. Dad's I, da, 041. 041, 10-4. I got communication, Dad's I. She goes. Va. Eva, he goes. V1 is 6. You can say it's 4, but guess what? There's a 1 on each side of this V. When this one gets to this side of the world, right, it can't stand on its own anymore. It has to take the center of the world with this. You're building from here to here, coming out like this. This is a 1, and this is a 1. Look, from Chicago to Las Vegas. We had to get them to same Savard. What number is Savard? Sergio. Savard, number 18. Regal, or how about equality? Legal. It's even got a miniature brain on it. I moved my brains across the room. Where are those 2 brains? Can I show you them 2? Am I fooling? Is this supposed to be about numbers? Well, let's just do something a little bit different. This roll, okay, in order for it not to interfere with any other roll, we must now crown it. And then when we crown it, okay, we crown it. Every roll's got its own crown. 4 crowns, we reach the top, right? 4 crowns, we reach the top. How do you want to use the word crown? Round, crown, 14 and 4. ND second. RD third. Round and second, both with ND. Put them two together. 14, 14. 18, 18. N14, N14. 28 days for the moon. 4 and 4 is 8. 1 and 6 is the light of day. 8 is the darkness that joins the two worlds. That's why we have the 8 ball. Everything is plus 8 apart. But everything is actually more than 8, because 5 to 13 ball is 8, counting the 5 and counting the 13, right? You count the 5 and you add 8, you get the 13. Now 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 9 balls difference. 8 equals 9. Because of the spot you depart from, you're counting it as area 0, or is area 0 the one in between all the other spots? Because if it's area 0, it's also area 5, because you are in the middle of everything of wherever you're going. Irregardless, there are no sidewalks. So we were understanding Nibiru, because Nibiru and perfect have the same letter count. This becomes add 6. Nibiru, we do not add 6, but we have the bear inside Nibiru. The letters B and E, 0, 7, and number 18, 25. 18 and 7 is 25. Plus 1 is 26. Why? The question is why. Always why. We have to understand why. So we got to explain it why. That it is the E N family. It is the B in the E family. And it is the A of the R of the A family. 18 plus 1, Chivas Regal. 02 plus 5. 05 plus 14. But this is not really 05, because this is on the left side. This would be mentioned as 50. And this is 14 in the first two numbers. The total here would be 64. 64 here is this word over here. 0. Israel. Check out the differences between these two. They both have a value of 64. This becomes 24 and 10. 10 days of the Mayan of 24 hours, 16 and 8, equaling to X, the Phoenix, the flight of the Phoenix, the Jayhawk. BE, BEAR, the family of 5 and 18. 5 and 18 equals to 23. Excuse me, it's not 5 and 18. That would be the E family with the R, the ear, 23. 18 and 5 is 23 plus 1. The cat, connection. 1, 2, 3, ABC. 5 and 2 equals 7 plus 1 plus 18 equals to 19 equals to 26. BEAR, 26. Bear. But B and E together, B and R together, B plus R equals only to 20. This becomes 02, add 60, equals to 80, equals to 86 plus 6. They both add up to zeros when I added them on. But that was going to add up to 0 anyways. 2 plus 18 equals to the 20. B and R equals to 26 all on its own. Venus, Saturn. Inside, 2 times 6 is AB equals to L. 2 plus 6 equals to H. Habel, Kabel, however you want to put it. Let's call it the Habs. This letter, 19. 19 equals to S. The other one, 7, equals to G. God sent, God's spirit. 07 equals to 67 becomes 13, and 19 equals to 32. This is BC. This is 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals to this. This will eventually equal to 1111. Becomes 212 is actually, I'm going to show you real quick, 212. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 equals to 5 equals to 5. Remember, this 10, they're both equal to 5. 10 times 10 equals to 100, which equals to 212 Fahrenheit. 100 becomes 616, becomes the light. This becomes 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, 76, 76, or 67, and 67, or 67, and 76. But you know what's funny about 76 is 76 times 76 equals to 5776. That's this year. 5776. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use 6776 and bring them into three changes, three worlds. Double these all the time. 6 and 6 is 12 is 3. 7 and 7 is 4 equals 5. Electric company. 3 and 3 is 6. 5 and 5 is 10, 0, 1. 5 and 5 is 10, 0, 1. 6, 1, 6. Repeat the numbers. All ones. 5 and 5 is 10. 0 equals 6. This over here, 0 equals 6. 0 equals 6, then this would be 1 plus 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. 1 to 15 equals to a total of 120, equals to a total of 126, the spirit in the Venus world. Because that's what it counts for, although it equals to 6. Once it equals to 6, the difference is 4. That is your 10-4 CB communication code. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 3 and 2. Sorry, I put the 10, it's 3 and 2. But it has to happen twice, which will equal to 10, because there's two sides. There's always two sides. There's two teams, the visitor and the home team. The visitors play 60 minutes, and the home team plays 60 minutes. Together on the scorecard is a total of 120 minutes played separately and together. The total is 240 at the end, because there's going to say a beginning and an end. Always a beginning and an end. And remember, they played 30 minutes, and then they played 30. So the first 30 and the second 30 equals to the 90 minutes that they played. Everything has to overlap to find the middle. This is your middle. It only has to exist in the understanding of where you might be. This one repeats all the way to 6116, right? But 1, since this over here, 5 and 5 is 10, it would say 310, 310. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. 13, 13, 168 plus 1. Monopoly, 13 times 13. Look at this, what it is, 310, 310. It is like 316. 6 days, 1 day, 3 day of the Mayan calendar of DC. 6 and 1 is 7, 6 and 3 is 9 creation. 61 moons of light of the 91 spirit, and the 3 by 91, 273 creation of September. September is 273. September 29th is 273. The gateway opens at 265. The gateway opens at 267. That's six days before. 268, 269, the gateway of the birth. 269 is 4 days before this, makes it September 25th. But any day you want to choose, 613 laws of Moses. This one over here becomes 316, like I marked there, and 316 equals to 732. This is the gateway. Reconnecting 1 plus 31 days in the month equals to 32. 31 will also automatically say 1 to 36. Add 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way to 36, and this will equal to 666 plus 37, because 1 plus 36. And I can work this all the way to 40 equals 703. 763, the coming of Nibiru. Creation, the gateway, 76. Creation, 3 by 76 is 228. 228 in moons. 228 divided by 57 equals to 4. 4 moons, 4 times 57. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Oh, I thought that was my door, but give me a second. We're going to finish this here. What did this mean? 10. This 10 over here. You remember this is the 3. 5 and 5 is 10. Spirit of 55. Spirit of 76. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 plus 6 is 13. Equals to the 55. This one over here. This 10, which would automatically expand the count with a 0. Okay. So anyways, 10. 0 becomes 6. 1 and 6 equals to 7. This would be 3, 7. Instead of JC, it'd be JCG. And it's so funny. My friend works at that company over there. So 1s will become 7. Now this will become 6. 7, 7, 6 is what the number would become. 49 and 36. 49 and 36 is silver matrix. 49 plus 36, silver matrix. 49 plus 36. Now we have to add 6. 13, 13 is 26. plus 26. 26 and 42 is 68. What did I do? 6 by 7 is 42. 7 by 6 is 42, equals to 84 Venus. 68 is 7 by 6 is 42, and then I added it. First I multiplied it. 6 by 7 is 42, and then I did it again, equals to 68 plus 42 equals to 110. I had to do it all twice. Am I showing it on the camera? Anyways, leave it at this. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.